Welcome to part 2 of making a chunky beanie hat. If you haven't seen the first part, I would advise going back to that one to start your hat. Okay, so we're at the point where you finish doing your rounds of just knit stitches. If it's not big enough, then make 2 to 4 more rows before this next stage. So our first row of decreases starts with a slip, knit, pass. We went over this in the previous video on how to decrease. So we'll do a slip, knit, pass, and then we knit the next 2 stitches. And that's what we're going to follow for the whole of this round. Slip, knit, pass, knit, knit, slip, knit, pass, knit, knit, until you get to the end of the round where you'll have to knit a stitch. For row 2, we're going to do slip, knit, pass, and then knit 1 stitch. And then we're going to repeat that over and over again until we get to the end of the row. So slip, knit, pass, that's your decrease, then knit 1 stitch. Slip, knit, pass, knit 1 stitch, and then continue. Once you finish that row, I changed to the magic loop method because it was getting very small. And then for the whole round, we're just going to do slip, knit, pass. So we're decreasing every single stitch. So there is no knit stitches in between. We are just decreasing every single time. And then you should end on a knit stitch. Once you finish, you can snip off a long yarn tail because we're going to use this to close up the ends. Thread it through your tapestry needle, and then you're going to put your tapestry needle through every single stitch that is left on your cable. And you're just going to pull it through, pulling the yarn tight. So continue this so that you don't drop any stitches. Make sure every single one has gone through. And you can just sort of lightly take the cable out as you're doing this. And at the very end, you're going to pull it nice and tight and close up the hole that will be at the top. Then with your tail, I just like to go through and kind of weave it in a little bit to all these stitches that you just picked up, and then put it through the hole and weave it in on the inside. Now weaving it in, you're just going through and making sure it is tucked away nicely. And that's pretty much it. If you find your hat is just a little bit small, you can always undo it and add a few more rows on. Or before you get started, just make sure that you're going to add a few more rows. And that's pretty much it. Everything will be in the description below, and I'm going to do another video which has all the instructions for the entire beanie in one go in a kind of quick succession, so you don't have to watch all of these videos again and again.